she's not strong enough. She doesn't have the arm to do this or do that.
I know I'm a big person if I don't want to live in any regrets. I don't want to have regrets. But if there was one thing I could go back and change, it was, my mindset on everything. Growing up, my household situation kind of changed. And when I got older, my dad kind of took that role of being a parent and raising me on my own, making sure I got to softball tournaments, making sure I always had the newest gear, I had everything I needed, always making sure that I was taken care of and I was good. He was a firefighter and he did a part-time paramedic, sheriff, and he taught at a community college too, all while getting his degree. That was something that he was doing and still managed to take care of me, make sure there's food on the table, everything, and be my coach too, part of high school.
Oh, you got nothing!
And he was really hard on me, so there were times when I wanted to drift away from the sport because I wasn't having fun, but I'm glad I kept it in. I think we've had a lot of heart-to-hearts on how his coaching and parenting needed to be separated at times, but he was just so passionate about the sport and he wanted it to take me places.
Nice. Outside.
I would say being a college athlete, I never really thought I struggled with mental health, didn't fully understand it until I got to college and started having a balanced softball school life. And then I was like, oh, I have performance anxiety. I have all these extra stressors now. So I would say going back to focusing on my mental health, I'm so much more than an athlete. And I think that's something I really struggled with, was making sure my identity is not a student athlete. I'm not just a student athlete. I'm so much more than that. I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I am an advocate for mental health. I am a believer in God. I am so much more than just being a student athlete. So there's more that defines me. Therefore, why am I defining myself by something that happened on the field? I trust that things aren't easy, and that's almost how I know I'm supposed to be here. If things are easy all the time, then I don't know if I'm really on the right path, because what am I pushing myself? How am I learning from this? How am I growing from this? Seeing softball grow and be aired on TV and seeing what it is now is so amazing. I just think back on if little Jade could see that, where she'd be at now. And there's just so many great players. I'm so blessed enough to play with some of them on Puerto Rico, all of them on Puerto Rico. That to me is just a dream when I was a little girl, and to be able to say that I'm part of the Puerto Rican National Team, it's such an honor and privilege. And just seeing how much that sport has grown when I was still at an older age and seeing what it is now, the sky's the limit.
Go home!
What does it say?
I love you.
Jade Soto infilea la pelota frente a la valla en un batazo.
If I could go back and give little 10-year-old Jade advice, it would definitely be it's going to be okay, but it's going to be really hard. And you're going to have to learn a lot about yourself, and you're going to have to grow up just a little bit quicker. But everything will work out.